Hi there, my name is Nicole Young, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you 5 very useful Lightroom keyboard shortcuts. Let's go ahead and get right to it. The first shortcut is for survey mode. I'm going to start out by selecting a group of images, and then I'm going to press N. Now what this does is it just brings all of them into a clearer view so I can organize them, cull them, and choose the ones that I actually want to work on. I typically use this when I'm trying to select 1 or 2 photos from a group of similar looking images. A few things that you can do when you are in this mode is you can basically deselect images. So let's say I want to deselect this photo here, I can just click on that little X there. Now if I toggle back to grid view, you can see that photo that I clicked that X on is now deselected. Let me press N to go back to that survey mode, and I'll go ahead and do that with another photo. So now I only have these 3 photos highlighted. When you are in this mode, some things you can do are rate your images. You can also use the flags, and those are visible there on the bottom left. And of course, you can use the keyboard shortcuts associated with all of those as well. Here I only have 3 photos selected, but if I'm working on a large group of photos and I've kind of narrowed it down to all the images I want to work on, let's say I want to pick or rate all of these at the same time. The best way to do that is just to go back into your grid view mode by pressing G. Now I have those photos selected. If I press P, then I will pick all of the photos that I have highlighted. Another useful keyboard shortcut is to add your photos to the target collection. Now by default, the target collection is the quick collection, and you can see it over in the left in the catalog panel. First, you want to make sure that you have 1 or more images selected in your preview area. Here I'm in grid view and I have 3 images selected. And to add them to that target collection, in this case it's the quick collection, I just press B. And if I go over to that quick collection, you can see those 3 images are there. Now you don't have to only add images to the quick collection. You can also set any standard collection as a target collection. So I'll go down to the collections panel. I'll go ahead and just create a new collection. I'll just leave it at the default of collection. And I'll go ahead and set this as the target collection as I'm creating it. And I'll go ahead and click create. Now if you notice over in the collections panel, there's a little plus sign next to that collection. That indicates that it is now the target collection. So if I were to press B, those 3 photos that are selected in my grid view are now added to that collection inside of the collections panel. You can also change any collection to the target collection by right-clicking over it and then selecting Set as Target Collection. The next useful keyboard shortcut allows you to toggle through different overlays in the crop mode. So I'm going to go ahead and click on a photo and I'll press D. This brings me into the Develop module. Next I'll press R to activate the crop tool. I have the standard 3x3 grid here inside of the crop tool. It's usually a pretty good one to work with. But there are several others that you can use to kind of help with your composition or just to preview the image a little bit differently. If you press the O key, then it will cycle through all of those overlays. If you add the Shift modifier to some of these, then it will actually change the orientation of that overlay. So here I'll press Shift O, and you can see how it cycles the overlay around the image. If you wanted to access these inside of the menu, you'd go up to Tool, Crop Guide Overlay, and this is where you can actually see what all of those are called. You can also choose the specific overlays that you want to cycle. So if there are some that you never really use, you can deselect them, and then it's only going to cycle through the ones that you want to see. The next keyboard shortcut I'm going to show you is how to toggle your preview of the clipping in your image. So that's going to be any areas that are pure white or pure black. To do this manually without the keyboard shortcut, you can go up to the histogram and you can toggle these little arrows on the right. And let me zoom into an area that does have some highlight clipping there. You can see it turns red. So if I toggle that on and off, it's going to show me with a red overlay where that clipping is. And if I were to toggle the black clipping, it's going to show that in blue. But a faster way to access this is just to press the J key. So if I toggle that on and off, it's going to show me where that clipping is. Now if I were to start editing my photo, those areas are going to give me a really good preview of what I'm doing to the image and where the clipping is located. The last keyboard shortcut is a modifier key that helps you when you are adjusting certain sliders in your image. This is not going to work on all of the sliders, but it doesn't hurt to hold it down when you are working with a slider to see what it's going to show you. So that modifier key is the Option or Alt key. So if I press and hold the Option or Alt key, and I'll just go ahead and use exposure here as an example. As I increase the exposure, the image goes black, but it shows me some areas that are highlighted. Now basically what that's doing is it's showing me the clipping. So if I stop moving the slider and then press the J key, I can see that the clipping areas shown with the modifier key are the same as the clipping that I see when I press that J key. I'll double click that exposure to reset it. Let me go ahead and show you one more example here in the tone. I'm going to press and hold that Option or Alt key. I'll go down to the blacks, and as I move that to the left, it's showing me all of the areas that are just getting really dark. They're not necessarily pure black, but you can see that the darker the area is inside of that slider with that Option or Alt key pressed, the greater chance it's going to be clipped. And basically here you can see that it's just showing those pure black areas. Another common section that this is used is inside of the detail panel. So I'll go ahead and toggle that detail panel, and I'm going to go ahead and zoom in. Now if I were to press and hold that Option or Alt key and then start increasing the sharpening amount, my image is going to desaturate, and that basically just helps you preview the sharpening in the image. The same goes for the noise reduction. So if I have that Option or Alt key pressed, if I increase one of those sliders, it's just temporarily desaturating the image so I can preview the sharpening and the noise reduction a little bit more clearly. So that's all I have for you today. I hope that you found this very useful. If so, please click that like button, subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it.